Now in example 4, I suggest pause the video, see if you can answer this yourself, this question yourself, and then come back and check. In example 4, we know we have the same length of string. It says Mina's kite is at an angle of 75 degrees. And Rita's kite as an angle is 65 degrees. We'll notice 75 is bigger than 65, so Mina's kite should be the one farther above the ground. Now in example 5, we want to find the range of possibilities for a variable. Once again, do we have the hinge theorem? Well, we know L to D is the same as D to N. We know M to D is reflexive, so we've got two sides. We're using the converse here because we know L to M is 18 and M to N is 16. So that tells me that M to N is smaller than L to M. So that means angle MDN, 9A plus 15, is less than 18. Well, we just do some algebra now to solve that. So let's subtract 15 from both sides. And 9A is less than 3. We'll divide both sides by 9. That 9 looks like an A, sorry about that. So still looks like an A. So, man, there we go. So A is less than 1/3. However, that's not the total answer, because you can't have a negative angle, can you? So there's another inequality we have to apply here. We know 9A plus 15 has to be greater than 0, because you can't have an angle that's 0 degrees. So we minus 15 from both sides. 9A is greater than negative 15. So divide both sides by 9, and I'll reduce. What goes into 15 and 9, I'll divide both of these by 3. And you get negative 5/3. Whoa. Get that 5. Can't even tell that's a 3. So the value of A is between negative 5/3, and A can be negative just as long as the angle isn't negative. So negative 5/3 is the smallest A can be, but it actually can't be that because it would be 0, is less than A, which is less than 1/3. So A is all the values in between those two. At this point, I'd like you to pause the video, do example 6, then come back. On example 6, notice we have the hinge theorem again. We know 8 and 8 are congruent. WY is by reflexive property, so we're actually comparing angles. So we're doing the converse of the hinge theorem. And notice 9 is less than 11. Or I could say, I always like to write the variable on the right-hand side. So 11 is bigger than 9. So we're going to say 7n plus 15 is greater than 47. So let's go ahead and do that. So 7n plus 15 is greater than 47. Must have had too much coffee this morning because I keep on shaking when I'm writing here. Okay, let's solve this problem. So we minus 15 from both sides. And we get 7n is greater than... Whoa, I just noticed something. That's a 5, isn't it? Try that again. Minus 5. So 47 minus 5 is 42. So divide both sides by 7. And n is greater than 6. You might think the answer is C. But remember that angle can be in, yeah. Now what's the biggest an angle can be? We've done the smallest, but we haven't done biggest. So the biggest an angle can be in a triangle is 180 degrees. So we know 7n plus 5 has to be less than 180. We don't have to worry about 0 because n has to be bigger than 6. So now let's subtract 5 from both sides. And we get 7n is less than 175. Well, if I divide both sides by 7, well, let's take 175. Let me see, 7 goes into 17 twice. So you have 3 left over, which is 25. So your angle is between 6 and 25. So that would be choice B there.